Hello and welcome back to Techtonica. In our last episode, we built another tower. Well, we started it before that, but it finished in the last episode. We also went out and explored further toward the, I guess that's east, yeah, toward the east or maybe northeast a little bit, to find the commander of this expedition, this great expedition, in a green cube. And so we now know that this is a... we now have to basically start this factory over. His orders were to do everything, basically do everything. Everything that everybody else was supposed to be here doing, now is our job to do it. Someone mentioned in the comments, I don't remember if it was in the last episode or the one before, that these supposedly grow forever. I don't think that's the case. As far as I can tell, this one has reached its peak, and if you look up there, you can see that there's space. There's space above it where it could continue growing, and it doesn't. So I don't think that that is the case. I could be wrong, but I don't think that that is the case, that they can grow on forever. I think that eventually, even if you cleared out the ceiling here, that they would be well, what's the word I want to use here? I don't know. They would be eventually stopped anyway, and that's probably the height at which they would be stopped. I wish I had a number for how many cells could possibly be in one of these towers, but you can also see that it's not just because there's little bits missing on the map, by the way. M for map, there we go. There's little bits missing. There's a lot of little bits missing in this one because of the uneven texture of the ceiling. Now, if we went up there and cleared that out, maybe we could fit a few more in there, depending on how it actually works. But in terms of the way that this seems to be working, those both are effectively done. Yes, we could fit a few more in there, but it's effectively done. So if we want more, and we do because we only have 36 left to spend, then we're going to have to send these to another tower. And I think what I want to do with that is find a spot that is far away from other ores. And I think that spot could be, well, not far away, but sufficiently far away. That other spot could be over here in this corner. And then build another tower over there. So I want to grab, actually I want to grab some stuff. I want to grab some, yeah, no, all the smelting is dead. It's fine. Here. Yes. I'm just going to grab all these. We're going to have to give you some fuel, but... Oh, and the other thing that I learned is you can actually remove these. And now we should show only 35. And I can put it back in. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I have to have something underneath it to put it back in. Because I can put it in down here. So maybe I just have to have something underneath it to put it back in. Either way, it's fine. So the idea here was that we can, if we need to remove some of these to build underneath here, we can. And then we just have to put them back into another tower. So no huge deal with that. The other thing we unlocked was the moles, a couple of different mole modes. And that is toggled by Z, so we can do flatten if we want. And that would give us some of this, but I really don't know what that means as far as what happens when you go up against a wall. Yeah, that still did a cube. I don't necessarily know what that just did. I guess maybe you can do this and slide it, so if I started here, maybe that will keep it at that height no matter what. No, it's going up and down, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, so it holds it at a flat surface. You can make a flattened surface like this if you so choose. So that's useful. That's useful. And then I want to also remove this, and you can see down there also in the bottom left-hand corner that there's a hit point. There's a health bar on this tree, and we have to hit it approximately 15 times with the current level of pickaxe we have. Actually, it's a little bit less. I think it's about 10 times to clear that tree out of the way. So let's go in here-ish, I guess. Maybe kind of just next to this one. Well, I missed. If we did that, then let's do F3. And go from here. The numbers that I did the last time were... I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 and 5 is 13. And they're centered on 10 blocks, so that's 13 times 2 because they're too wide. That's 26 on 10, which means that we would need to have 7 here plus 7 more to fit this in properly, plus 12 more, which is 26, which is not quite going to fit because that's 24 there. I mean 26 by 12. Which I think is 288. I think. But I could make some more room here. Like, we could use our mole flattener. Flatten. And it goes back to the default mode. But I can do this to flatten. Can I not remove that? Apparently I cannot. If I go back into the mode and do tunnel, can I remove that? No, that is, oh, maybe it is. Okay, it is working. Sort of. I can't target some of this. If I come in from this side, yeah, some of this stuff is unmodifiable. So, oopsie, did I add to that? I did. Interesting. Oh, because it's flatten. Right, I want tunnel, not flatten. Did I do that? I did do that. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So flatten will raise up the surface as well. Just lower it down. And so what we might want to do here, though, is we might want to actually get up there and edit some of that. And I don't know exactly how to do that, but other than building the ladders and things up there, but we could do that. If we wanted to try and fit more in here in this tight little corner, we could do that. But I'm not going to bother right now. Instead, I'm just going to do this and go on to the aforementioned, I did both, F9 and F10, and put this back down. Now what I want to make sure of, well, I guess I can make sure of that later, is did I count this right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I didn't count it right because I forgot to put the other 2 down. 2 more rows. That's what I wanted. 2 more rows. Right there. Alright. And then we can do this one again. Go out as far as it'll go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. In theory, that should work. And we just need to get this belt down here, which means a couple more rows right here, just to be able to run that belt alongside the other one. Although I could take it out and run that belt alongside, or underneath it too. Wait, are you still going in there? Oopsie. Nope, we need to delete that. One more. And then belt, which I might not have enough. Boingy. Just one then, I guess, since it's coming down from that way. And then we can do, well, not kind of not, actually. Let's do this instead. I lied. I lied again. In. Out. What do you have in there? 127. It's probably fine. And then let's do a number 9 here. Actually, I'm just going to put it right here. And out. To put these 3 in. The one from there plus the 2 that I picked up off the belt. And that should do well enough, I suppose. And you're done already? Good. Okay. Since you can't just put them in yourself, which is kind of a weird thing. Like, I get to an extent, but on the other hand, like, let me put them in. Like, give me a way to put them in without having to put down a box and whatnot. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, you'll take those two off the end there eventually. So I think we're good here for now. We'll get that emptied out eventually. We're composing more cores here. We can go up. We can build ladders up to edit that wall if we want, but I'm not going to do it right now. I think I might do some building underneath this just to be funny, but we'll do that when we need it. But I do want to make some changes to this, to the iron mining, iron smelting, all the smeltings actually. Maybe I'll actually build the smelting underneath these. That'd be kind of funny. I think that'd be fun. Oh, I actually duck when I go under them. That's hilarious. Okay. We could build the iron smelting there. Although maybe we should do some thinking here. So we have the things we know about right now. I fell and I can't get back up. I've fallen and I can't get up. The things we know about right now. Copper mining and smelting. Iron mining and smelting. We have assemblers for quite a few different items. We're going to probably change those quite a few different items. I got a lot of stuff. But also we need to properly manage the growing and threshing of both types of plants. Those both feed eventually into the biobrick making over there via different processes, but eventually getting there. The biobrick making needs to get fed back out again to go into automated fuel, because I don't want to keep having to hand feed this fuel. So I want that to be automated. That's one of my goals for this, is to automate the fuel. And so I think what I want to do is do a double row of each of the smelting, however long it needs to be for however many mining we do, however much mining we do. That way we can manage it better, and we can kind of control it better. I think that'll be smart to do. And then we can also, let's see, we're going to have to redo this part, but I think what I'm going to do with that is just have areas making these different items from iron and copper that's fed in. We have coming to us eventually here, logistics, I think, yeah, the monorail system. Once we have enough cores made to unlock conveyor belts Mark II, then we'll make enough cores, unless they're blue cores, which they probably are blue cores. We'll make enough blue cores then to make the monorail system. The monorail system is strategic technology for efficient movement of cargo over substantial distances. So we can use that, among other things, to bring the resources up, if we want, from the Lima area up to here to the Victor area.
It takes a lot of research cores to get all this tech going, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Glad to see you're staying on top of it.
I'm here for that. But also, there's resources elsewhere, and we can decide if we want to do it this way or a different way. But one way would be to mine the resources where they're at, smelt them locally because it's a 2-to-1 ratio, and then ship the ingots back to a common area, i.e. here, for all the manufacturing. Another way would be to manufacture different goods in those areas and then ship them back here for storage. I'm more inclined to do the manufacturing all in one central area. The biggest issue with that is going to be that we're going to want to build this up. We're going to want to build a multi-story factory here, and it's going to have to be a certain height in order for these machines to fit, of course. We could estimate that height here fairly easily. Oops, not what I wanted. Yeah. Estimate that height here by just doing this to measure it. Looks like the minimum height is going to have to be 4 blocks tall, so I think what I'll do is do a 5th block as the space, and then the floor would be up there, for example. I think that's reasonable in terms of a height. I think I'll leave that there just so that I can see it, although maybe I'll do this to remove the extras. But I think that's reasonable to do. We should also deal with this. While we're doing this planning, I should have dealt with this fuel situation. Give me all this. Give me all... Oh, no, don't give you all that. Give you all this. And give you guys one of those, half of those. Well, actually, all you can take. All you can eat of whatever of those you can eat. That's full now. And then That way that'll come from the mining. Did I take all the fuel? I did. And luckily I have these filters here because this is still taking the fuel back in, so I was not burned by my own thing. Let's go with 50s then, I guess. Although it's going to be a little bit weird to do. Maybe. Maybe not. No. Can I do... Not really. There's a 50. I eventually got there. I don't know how exactly I got there, but I eventually got there. Almost. Maybe not. May not be worth it. Oh, that's 50. Okay, I got 2. We're moving on up. I see kind of what it's doing, but I don't like it. Almost. Close enough. I don't really know how I got there. That's close enough as well. This is actually very tedious. Wish you could just like do a select and do a slider so you can specify how much you want. Of course, I'm making it tedious too, so that might be my fault, but it's okay too. That's 50. It's 51. It's 47. Now, if only I could get those ones out of there, then I would be happy, but I'm not going to bother with that. So you can have a 50, and you can have a 50, and you can have a 50, and you can have a 50. You don't need any. You need something. What do you have there? You have a few left. Okay. In that case, you'll have the 47 and a 50. But you have a few left. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You've got just a very, very few left. I'm not going to have enough, though. You can have 50. You can have 50. You can have 51. And yeah, you can have... Sure, that's fine. We're going to run out of stuff down here eventually, but we'll go with that for now. And that'll at least get some of these materials backed up so that we can keep making these cores, among other things. Okay, so let's... how do I want to handle this? I should do this stuff still... Well, I guess I can run the belts however I want, though. Why don't we do the smelting... The copper smelting over here. Above here. Do the iron smelting over there. And then we can keep this stuff in this general area somehow. And then we can go from there. So... if we wanted to move the copper smelting, this is at the right height. This is at the height of the rest of the floor, so we want to keep it here. But I think what I want to do is level down. Or do I? I think I just want to level at that level. No, I don't. So the thing that I don't like about the flatten is that it raises as well as lowers. And I don't necessarily want to raise. I just want it to lower so that I can do... so I can just get the floor in here. So I think what I'm going to do is bring this down. to this level, if it'll stick with it. Which it looks like it is. But when it floats above, I don't care. Like, I'm perfectly fine with this being lower. Actually, am I flattening? No, I'm tunneling. Oh, this is all still the same level. It just looked different because the grasses, I think. Okay. But I also want to push this out a little bit, too. And so my plan is to kind of take the iron and the copper into different assembly areas, which will probably be different floors, to make the different items we need to make. And to make everything from not raw materials, but from those kind of native materials. Alright, come on. Cool down then. Cool it. So the Kindle Vine extract will go, and to be used for whatever that was used for, and the other extract will go to be whatever that was used for. Oh, there's one of these lights here still. Okay, I will take it for now. That's that kind of idea, and then we'll kind of just go from there. You're just a rock. Right, I'm gonna leave it alone then. So I just wanted to kind of push this out so that we have a floor here that we can put copper on. To whatever we can get out of the copper that's here. And even the smelting could be at different heights, or at different levels, too, if we wanted. That's another broken light right there, I think. It is. I'll put one of them back. How about that? There you are. So let's put down some flooring here. We're going to have to tweak this belt eventually, but I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Flooring. Go here. Maybe. Why? Why do you think I want you down there? And why won't you just snap to the floor you're at? Yeah, why do you think I want that down there? It's weird. Alright, let's do it like this then. I can make do with whatever I come up with here. Let's just do a bunch of. That was most all of it. And then we can just do however many smelters we can, or miners rather, we can fit side by side here. And then if we do want a second level, then we'll have to put a second level of smelting in too, so that'll be fine. And then let's get the mold back out here and see how far over this goes. This copper vein goes. Have we found the edge of it? Looks like we have. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to put in floor here too, even though I don't technically need it. Just for reasons. Until I run out, of course. Which is the other reason why I wanted to keep production going while we were rebuilding this, because I'm going to need access to more floor pieces. Like that. If I'm going to put floors everywhere, then I'm going to have to do it. Okay, that's the right height that I wanted at. Let me make sure we're all good here, though. I think I found the edge, but maybe not, actually. In looking at what I see over there. I think I see more still here. That might be the edge, though. Although it does curl around that bit in the back. So no, actually, it's not yet there. So we can actually make this quite a large array of smelting if we want for copper. And I just overheated it again. But we did punch through over here, so that's something. What is that? Oh, is that that was probably the drill. The hot spot on the drill. Okay. Well, we punched through around here, so we kind of know what this looks like. We could even bring it around now if we wanted to. So, let's see. I don't know how many miners I'm going to need here, but I should start making some. For that, I'm going to need to get some ingots in my pockets, though. Let's go see what we got. You've got a bunch of. Excuse me. Sorry. Up and over. Up and over. You've got a bunch of. So that I can make, I don't know, a few of these. I think there'll still be 1-to-1 miners to smelters. Do we do the mining speed? No, we don't do this one. Now that we've got the stuff for it. You're still complaining. Do they stay complaining or do they stop complaining? I can't remember now. Okay, you're done. They never stop complaining. Perfect. It's done. I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm done. And so that will go until it's done growing as well. Well, I guess I could start on this side. Since I know where this ends, we could go all the way over to there. Like this, I guess? Even like that. I don't have any fuel on me. I do have fuel on me. I can give you some of this to start with. Just to make sure. Actually, did we verify that that's actually the edge? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. And then we can keep going here. With a neighbor. There. And there. And actually, I'm going to turn this one off. Give me that fuel. Because I don't want it just stockpiling a bunch of copper we can't use yet. So those ended up being perfectly placed, which is a little disturbing. Let's see, you here. And you were here. Yeah, that's actually surprising that I had these perfectly placed here. So I can definitely get 6 copper going. I don't know how many will fit on a belt. We're going to have to test that out. We currently have 2 filling up. And this is also a Mark 1 belt, which we could do Mark 2 belts. Probably 3 on a belt then. Given that, which means the iron is actually over supplying for the slow belts. I'm also assuming that Mark 2 belts are twice as fast, which we don't actually know. Let's see if there's any data in here on the belt speed. I also wanted to look and see if there's any data on the smelter speed. Yeah, there's crafting efficiency is 0.25, but I don't know what that means. Where's the miners at here too? Mining drill Mark 1. Mining efficiency is 0.5, so that doesn't really tell me a whole lot. Maybe it mines. I actually don't know then. But I didn't see belts in the logistics section. Unless I missed them. All the inserters are here. Monorail's here. Lights are here. But I don't see belts. Can I research the Mark II belts yet? Logistics. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, well, it seems to be that I can probably get 3 of these on a slow belt, which means that maybe double on the Mark II belts. Maybe. And these are backing up. Slightly. Very, very slightly. So it seems like the miners are slightly faster than the smelters. But then again, that miners were 0.5 and the smelters were 0.25. So that would seem like it'd be a 2 to 1 ratio, but it's definitely not. It's really, really close to a 1-to-1 ratio. But maybe they're talking about the fact that the smelters take 2 in and output 1, which could be. That could be. I don't know. Either way, I think that the production here is faster. It might even be faster than the fast inserters are. But if we're going to bring fuel to these, then we have to have a second belt here to bring fuel in. And we could do it on the side, but then I'd have to space them out more, which means I wouldn't get as many in, because there aren't any direct angle inserters. So we'd have to space them out one more space to get a belt in edgewise here, like if it had to be here to go to that side one there. And I don't know that I really want to do that either. I think I just want to do long-handed inserters and do a belt kind of out here a bit. So I think that's what we'll do for that, for fuel provision. I'm going to move this guy in some when we're ready to move it. I don't know that we're ready to move it yet, although maybe we are. We can look at the smelters, though, real quick, just to kind of design a smelting array of some kind. We could start here and work our way that way, which I think would be fine. If we wanted to have these be doubled up against each other, we could do something like this. Let's see, that would give us an output onto a single belt, which would be 2 belts in, 1 belt out, but that doesn't accommodate for fuel. And if we wanted to do fuel, then we could either do this here with long inserter out for 1, long inserter in for the other's fuel, and have 2 belts running down, 1 belt for fuel, 1 belt for ingots. Given the output time, I think that would be fine, because if it's red in, then it's yellow out, and that would be fine. And yellow and blue have the same swing speed, which we did learn that. Inserter here is 18 per minute, and long inserter here is 18 per minute. Fast is 37, so basically it's twice as fast. So we could just do that. That would be a bunch of long inserters, but I don't think it matters much. They just need a few more mechanical components. Wait a minute. They need 3 inserters to make 1 long inserter? Ouch. That's insane. That's pretty insane. Alternatively, we can make a bunch of fast insert. We're going to need a bunch of fast inserters anyway. The third option would be... We'd still need long inserters either way, so I guess it's fine. Because the third option would be to have 3 spaces between here, and have 2 output belts, 1 for each side, like so, and then have a fuel belt like so down the middle. And I don't think that's worth it, because that means more and more and more inserters then, and I don't think that's worth it. So it doesn't mean more inserters, it means more belt. It means more belt, and I don't think we need it, because we're definitely on a 2-to-1 ratio here. So 1 column can take in 2 belts of ore and can output 1 belt of ingots, and that's fine. So if it is indeed 1-to-1 effectively, then these 6 should supply 6 of these, which is not really that many, all things considered. And these 6 should supply enough ore for 2 full yellow belts, therefore having enough ingots for 1 full yellow belt, which is also doesn't seem like it's enough. So I guess we didn't need all this space after all. So maybe I will move this up here somewhere instead. Let's start up here at this end, and then we can use some of this space maybe for some of the bioprocessing stuff. So let's go like here. We'll do the 2-space method like this. That way it gives me enough room to wiggle around here. Plus we're gonna have a belt going here for ore in. I need to make some more belts. You need to make some more belts. All of them. There we go. Now I just have to get some more stuff. And then another one coming in here. This should be, I guess, 3 on a side, although... Man. I guess I could supplement it more by going around the corner. Make it a little bit bigger. But I mean, I am going from 2 to 6 already, so that's the other thing to consider, is that I am tripling already. But I think I want to do more than that. I think I want to go at least to 8, which means we need to add at least 2 more miners over here. Although 6 is 1 yellow belt, so the next step would be 12 at a blue belt or Mark II belt, I assume. Once again, assuming things. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, there is, at some point up here, maybe another tier of smelting, I guess. 120% of base speed, and we did this, which was 180% of base speed. That's the difference I'm seeing. That's this difference. That's why this is slowly backing up, I bet. Because these are now producing 1.5 times as fast as those. So if that's the case, then maybe we do need some extra here, like 6 to 8 or so. That could be. Why don't we go with that as a theory? Let's do it. So let's build it like this. Short story long. Let's build it like this. For this, we're gonna have a fuel belt on one of these lines. Say this one, and then a ore or a ingot belt coming out like this. These will need to go in all the way, of course. Need to go buy some processor units I just thought of. Not there. There. Give me half that stack. We need to make some more inserters. Lots more inserters. What else do I need? I need iron and copper. A bunch of? Excuse me. Thank you. A bunch of? Okay. And then we need to make a bunch of these. I guess we need 1, 2, 3, 8 of these. I have 2 already, so 6 of those. And what do I need here? Kindle vine extract, right. We have some of that. Just a little bit. About a stack. For these, we're going to need 8 plus 4. 5, 10, 11, 12. That'll get us started. Okay, so we can at least get started with this too. This is fuel in, so we'll go in here. And then this will be outbound. This will be inbound fuel, outbound plate, ingot. So in, out, I'm out, out. Make faster. Oh, those are probably getting sucked right into the manufacture of the others. Maybe. Probably. And then just to finish showing this, F8. This will be out here, because this will be the ingots coming out to go onto this belt. And this will be the fuel going in to that one. Now those are technically going to fight a little bit on that spot. But it's fuel, so it's not like it's getting used constantly. I guess I gotta wait for all this stuff to get made. I should be making them in assemblers because they're more efficient in assemblers, but I don't know. It was kind of a hassle in the last time we played for that. Not that we couldn't do it again, but it was kind of a hassle. And I may eventually add 2 more of these and then add, I guess, maybe 4 more smelters. To make it a 8 to 12, which should be to ratio. But I kind of want to see if this is right before we do too much. And I do have room for 2 more if I need to do it. So, give or take having a hallway down to that. Although I guess I could add some more down here too, depending. Okay, we're making reds now. We don't have any yellows. Make a bunch of yellows. They all get used up in the making of the reds. So those will go here like this. Because those are the inputs. The alternative would be to do 2 yellows on the input. It's the difference in the cost there of the processor unit and the Kindle Vine, which I guess... Well, no, actually, not counting... Just looking at the ores, the metals, the reds are cheaper than 2 yellows. If you're looking at the other materials that go into it, it depends on how you weigh those, I guess. But they're still probably cheaper to do the reds. Here and here. There and there. And then I have a bunch of more of these, which go here. That's not it. Here. There. And you're going to need another piece of belt right here. And then we need to have a bunch of these. You'll go there. There we go. That'll do for now. We have these, obviously, to deal with, and then we need longs for this as well. So we need 6 more long inserters for this. Can I adjust this one to be in line, just to make my life a little less of a headache? Should be able to. It should be fine there. These are all in line. This one needs to get picked up to potentially be put back in line. I didn't fix that one either. Jeez, Wally. You can go there. That'd be fine. Have one over there. If I can get these all in a line, that might make my life a little bit easier. You can go there. You can get picked up. Probably going to move that too. Yeah, I'll move that too. And this one too. Because they'll just stick their neck out there and do the mining. So I don't need to worry too much about that. You can go here, you can go there, you can go away. And I'm going to put this back together a little bit, just so that I can keep this going. This meaning the existing infrastructure. You can have half of that. You can have the other half. You can have half of that. And you can have the other half. And these are backing up. So, yeah. Okay, so the 3 of you can go into one column here. Let's do some belt this way. Go to here. Turn there. Then the other one will come the opposite way to here. Turn here. Don't mess with me there. You didn't. Good. Okay, good. What I'll probably do right now, or for right now anyway, is put down some boxes. I have one, but put down some boxes to feed the fuel in. We can deal with it better later, but I think for now this will be fine. So we can get these things fueled up. We obviously want to use the bio bricks if we can. Hopefully we have a bunch made. We should have a bunch made. You can have that. And you can have that. We have a few. Just a few. I'm going to put, I don't know, maybe like half of this in there to start with. And you can see how well you like that. Yeah, that works fine with those blues and yellows. The yellow's probably going to grab first always. We'll see what happens when it gets to the next spot. But, yeah, the yellow's going to grab first, but that's fine. They'll balance themselves out in the end. We want reds here. And then... I need one more. I used it for the... Yeah. Here we are. Okay. And then you all need fuel, which is going to be brought in by blues, which I forgot about till just now. 1, 2, 3, 4 for now, I guess. Those are expensive. Those are a pain, too. like that. And then we'll have belt, which I need to get some more materials for. Can come this way. Ish. Oh, maybe I should just do this. Yeah, I can just do this. To here, and I just ran out of belt. Let's go over here. You got a bunch of. I actually have too much copper now. You, I pulled from already. You, I can have, and I'll grab the rest of those too. Belt. That's a bunch, and that's a bunch. Can always just kind of keep making inserters. And then I can take from here also to go this way. Thank you. And that means I need another red, which I should have thought about already. Ouch. I don't really want to cancel all this. I guess I could. Make me one red. Make me a couple of these. Make me a bunch of these. One red, go here. And that'll put fuel on this belt for the smelters. I'm going to split it here, and it'll go the other way. Yeah, that'll be fine. It'll go the other way then. And that'll work out well enough for them. We have these, nope, F8 here. In. Didn't I make enough? I guess I didn't. A couple more of those then. So then we need to break this again. You and you. Stop so I can clean this up. This and that. That and this. Belt here. And then this belt, will that just work? Oh, it will. Oh, that's glorious. No, it doesn't work. I don't think that's going to be able to grab, is it? Nope, I'm going to swap this one. No problem. You can swap it. You can go here. And you can go... the other one. Here. And I need those blues. They're behind all the belt. Hey, look, it's working. Now let's let that belt flush itself out and flush down through that. And by the time, hopefully, we get to that point, it'll be good. The only other thing we could potentially do here is stuff all this into a box for now. But I don't really want to do that. I kind of wanted to see what the measure of how the throughput's working here, but yeah, see, this one's having a hard time finding a spot to put this on. So it might be that 2 miners is even too much. We'll have to experiment with that a little bit. Just to make sure. In, and that'll be good. But the spacing is weird. Like, those seem like they're too far apart. And so this one's should be able to put them down, but it can't. Compared to this one where they're a little bit closer together. Yeah. Look at the spacing differences there. Why is that weird? And what can I do about it? Possibly nothing. But they're barely, if ever, getting past here with the 2. I tricked it. I adjusted their drop time basically by picking it up and put it back down again. So now they're all 3 placing again. Okay, so a full belt is 3 smelters. A full yellow belt apparently is 3 smelters with that upgrade. And now we know, and knowing is half the battle, etc. Do I have a bunch of crap in my inventory now? Specifically, not too much. A little bit of copper. Here, have some. So the third one is getting some now here. The fourth one actually got some here, which is interesting, but also not very surprising given that speed difference, assuming that it's accurate the way that it's worded. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this and do this for fun. I probably should put some over here too, but then I'd have to make them. Where are the lights at? Base building, maybe? Yeah. That needs plant matter fiber. So I need to actually buffer some plant matter fiber somewhere too, which I'm not presently doing. Everything that comes out of here is getting processed into plant matter, or into these plant matter frames, of course. So I do want to buffer some of that up, just like I'm buffering some of this up to be able to deal with it later. So maybe I want to put some lights out here. Who knows? I also like to kind of see the machines glow. Maybe we even take the ones off the copper because seeing the machines glow. But I think that'll actually cover us for today. You guys are bored already. Oh wow, that didn't take long. Here, go into there and get it all smelted together. These guys are bored. What I think I will do off camera is I will try to do the same for iron somewhere over here in this general area. I'll see if I can measure the size of this iron patch. It looks like it's a little bit narrower than the copper patch is. Actually, it's almost certainly a little narrower than the copper patch is. We could push through behind here, though, to get access to more of it if we needed, just like we kind of tried with the copper. And then there's even more iron back there if we really need to, beef up the production here in this local area. But then beyond that, of course, we'll have to just ship it in. So let me know your thoughts. This was a lot of experimentation and planning. I hope that was interesting. If not, I can try to do more of that off camera rather than here on camera. Let me know, of course, what you think. Wow, you ate almost all that already. And then we can kind of go from there. So thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all next time. Bye for now.